I know the internet can be a very scary place. It's very overwhelming, and there seems like there's just so much to it. And trust me, I get it. And you know what? I want you to think of me as your internet bodyguard. I want to be the person of voice and reason, and they can tell you, hey, do this, don't do this, and can sort of protect you from all of those snake oil salesmen that are out there every day trying to get your money. Now, first of all, I am never going to claim to be an expert at this stuff, because it's a little hard to become an expert at something that is constantly changing, constantly moving. But this is my world every day. I do read and learn every day, and as a result, I have my ear to the ground for you. So, having said all that, today we're going to talk about directories. We've talked about this a little bit in the past, but today in this marketing lesson, we're going to go a little bit deeper into the rabbit hole. I want to talk with you about some different online directories that have my seal of approval, and I think that you should deeply consider being involved in if you're not already. Now, as you know, in the past couple of years, Google has made tons of updates to their search engine, and they have went through all of these processes in order to keep out spam and keep people from ranking illegally for stuff they shouldn't be ranking for. And as a result, lots of different things have changed. One of those things is the value of certain links or certain connections you may have with your website. For example, in the past, when I say the past, probably just a couple of years ago, you would have people calling you up saying, I would love to, I'll register you with 50 to 100 directories a month, and I'll charge you $99, and I'm sure it sounded wonderful. But I want you to know that that no longer has any value. And the reason is, a lot of those low-lying or obscure websites that don't actually rank on the internet, that no one's even heard of before, having your link on that website not only has no value, but can actually be considered to Google, they will consider it as spam. So you do not want to have the link to your website on tons of low-ranking or obscure directories. Now, having said that, there are some great opportunities out there. There are some directories that do rank really high, and they do have a high ranking and a nod from Google, and we're going to go through those today. Number one, Google Places. This is obviously it's Google's product, so obviously it's the best. You definitely want to make sure that your Google business place has first been verified. Secondly, you want to make sure that you have entered in all the criteria and you have completely optimized that space. Make sure you have pictures. If you have videos, upload those. Make sure you have your hours of operation, all that good stuff. Make sure that you have completely optimized that page. Secondly, in partnership with your Google Business Place, you also have a Google Plus page that is connected to that. And you want to make sure that both of those are in sync, and you have also optimized your Google Plus page as well. If this is confusing to you, please don't hesitate to call me, by the way, and we can talk through it. Now, one other thing that is the most crucial about this whole situation is your reviews. You want to make sure that you are A, encouraging people to give you reviews on Google, and of course B, this goes without saying, you should be monitoring that on a regular basis to see what reviews have been left for you. You always want to respond to the reviews, good and bad. Always make sure that you respond. And remember, when you do respond, make sure you remember that you're on stage. And everything that you write, other people are going to see and develop their opinion of you. So if someone leaves a review for you that makes you angry, and even though it might, they might be totally in the wrong and you're in the right, you still have to verbalize your words in a way that doesn't make you seem hostile or mean. We still have to come across in a very professional manner, because remember, that's not for them, it's for everyone else. So always keep your attitude in check. Now, Yellow Pages. Yellow Pages is a great directory that's been around for many, many years. Yellow Pages has a free page that you can get. So what you want to do is look for yours, make sure that your information on there is correct, make sure your phone number is correct, your website's on there, all that good stuff. Yellow Pages also has paid opportunities. And you know, it's funny because I'm finding, as I go into this and I do more research, I'm finding all the good directories have free opportunities as well as paid. And this is a great way, by the way, to try out something and see how it works for you before you actually offer them any sort of money. And we're going to get into that deeper here in a minute. Okay, Kudzu. Kudzu is a great online directory. It's making great headway on the internet. It does have a free listing opportunity, so you want to make sure that you are listed on Kudzu, at least using the free listing. They also have paid opportunities. Now, I do the marketing for several companies as a practice. I'm constantly tweaking our Google ads and looking through those and making sure that I, see if I need to make changes or whatever. And one of the unique things that I came across in some of my research just last week was I found that there were some ads from the Kudzu platform that were actually ranking above my paid ads in the same industry. So just to sort of rehash that so you understand, I had a client that was running a Google ad for one specific industry, and in that same industry their competitor was running on the Kudzu platform, and they were actually ranking above us. That was when I thought, I'm going to give Kudzu a little bit more acknowledgement than I've given them in the past, and perhaps I might want to look into that opportunity for my client. So it is a great website. It does get high ranking up there, and it is definitely something you'll want to consider. At least leverage the free listing. All right, which brings me to Houzz, H-O-U-Z-Z. Love this website. It is taking off like wildfire. Now, it's not for everybody. It is a lot of work. It's kind of a high maintenance kind of situation. And also too, it might not be for everybody. Houzz is not necessarily a listing per se. It's more of a profile. It's more of an experience for the user. So what they really focus on is they focus on projects. Instead of you saying different things that you do, they want you to show specific projects, because it's all based on pictures and giving their viewers pretty pictures to look at and stuff that you've done. So not every Andy on Call would be perfect fit for this, because mind you, it is a lot of work and it is more project focused. So if you're a franchise that focuses on just doing small repairs and stuff like that, it might not be the best fit for you. But if you are an Andy on Call franchise and you do remodeling and stuff like that, and you have pictures to show of your projects and you organize them accordingly, then this would definitely be a great fit for you. I have 2 clients that are using Houzz, by the way, still on the free platform, and both of those clients have gotten a substantial amount of leads. As a result, we have decided that it's probably in our best interest to consider paid advertising opportunities. This is a situation where, even in a free situation, we experienced a great return with this platform. And again, as a result, I'm thinking, if I can get this for free, what would happen if I paid them? So again, this is one of those things, so let's take a test drive, and if it works out, let's consider paying them some money and see how it works out. The next is Yelp. Yelp, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Yelp. I don't think it's taken off everywhere in the country. It depends on where you are in the country, how much texture it actually has. And I think right now it's more of a larger market kind of thing. If you're in Dallas or Atlanta, I think Yelp has more legs. Here in Alabama, not so much, not yet, but it is going to happen. They are a great website. They are gaining traction. And you definitely want to make sure that A, you have completely filled out your free listing, and B, you want to make sure that on a regular basis, if you have reviews there and you want to respond to them accordingly, because people are starting to use Yelp a lot for reviewing specific companies and service experiences. Now, the last thing I want to mention to you is local directories. Now, being whatever part of the globe you're in, whatever part of the country you're in, I'm sure that within your community, you have some online directories that are local to your community and probably have legs. For example, here we have AL.com, and a lot of people read that. They go to that for resources, for information, and products and services. So as a result, that's a great place for my clients in Alabama to be involved in that. And most of the time they do have some free listings. Sometimes you might have to pay. But your local directories are always a good place for you to be involved in because you do want to be tied in with your community. All these listings here are great directory marketing opportunities. At least take advantage of all the free ones for sure, or take advantage of the free opportunities for sure. These are places where you want your business to A, be listed, and of course, secondly, you want to make sure that you are monitoring what people are saying about you. It's absolutely crucial. And of course, as always, if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to email me at tammy@perfectmarketingequation.com. Always happy to help you. Always here to answer your questions. See you next time. Cheers.